Hey everybody, this is Jay, also known as J4. To kickstart this new year 2026 positively, I've decided to make a few tutorials about the various tools you can use to contribute to Resonite, given there are some friction points in some places. In today's episode, the first one, the basics of GitHub. GitHub itself can be quite intimidating at first glance as the platform is mainly aimed for developers. Fear not, in the end, it's really easy to use. So we're gonna start with account creation, which is of course the first step if you don't have an account. So just head to github.com, and in the top right corner, just hit the sign up button. There, of course, you just have to fill the form, for instance, just to given I already have a GitHub account. Go, fill out your password. There we go, fill out your username. And that's all really that you need to create the account. Of course, if you want, you can also create an account from a Google or Apple account. Just use the buttons on top of the form for that. For the sake of this tutorial, I'm gonna continue with the regular account flow. So once everything is filled, just click Create Account. After clicking that, there we go. You should receive an email code in your email. Oh, I got it right there. And just copy and paste that code there. And there we go. You now have a GitHub account, so we can just log to there. Go, sign in. And welcome to GitHub. This is the main interface that we will see. It's really empty right now because, well, it's a brand new account. So let's start slowly. If you want to customize your account a bit, you can head on the top right corner, then click on the profile button. There you can hit edit profile, you can add a name, a small bio, pronouns, location if you want. So if you want to display your email, add your website, social links, and etc. And of course, if you click on this, on edit, you can upload a profile picture for yourself as well. Just to precise, GitHub is mainly used to give feedback on Resonite, for instance, report bugs, request features, show friction points on everything around that. Those tutorials will also show you how to contribute to the Resonite local, so the translations, just in case you speak another language than English and want to translate Resonite into your own language. To explain a bit more how GitHub works as well, every single file hosted on GitHub is stored within what we call a repository. A repository is basically a collection of files with checkpoints in time that are called commits. Usually you interact with those repositories via software named Git, which allows you to manage versions of source code on etc. Add small labels, tags, versions, on all there is about software development. But for the sake of these tutorials, we'll focus on easier ways to interact with GitHub, for instance, directly through the web interface like we're doing right now, or through their desktop software that will come later, the tutorials once we reach, for instance, the local contribution. If you're curious on how to create your first repository, GitHub has a small feature in which you can have a larger description on your profile. So we can check that out right now. Creating a repository is really easy. Just head to the small plus button on the top right, hit it, and click Create New Repository. Well, just New Repository. There's a small Easter egg, as I mentioned. For the repository name, just use your username, for instance, ydmsj. There we go. And they even tell you that this is a special repository, that you can use the README file on your profile. We just need to make sure it's public, like it's by default. Just in case, we can click Add README, so we don't have to create it ourselves. And now we can just hit Create Repository. There we go. Congratulations on creating your first repository. And as you see, there is no README file called hi there. The README file is a bit special. This is the one that will appear by default on every single repository. By that I mean that if a repository has a README file, that's what will be displayed below it by default. We can hit edit README to edit it. There we go. On there you can put whatever you want. And remember, this is using Markdown formatting, so this is very similar on how Discord and other messengers format text. For instance, let's do italics. I'm J. This is tutorial account. And there we go. Once you have something that you like, you can just go to the top right corner on the green button, click commit changes. You can add a custom message and description, etc. If you don't want, that's fine. Or you can just click commit changes. And congratulations, you've just made your first commit. As you can see, file changed. If we click this link to go back to the repository itself, you can see that it changed there as well. And if we go on the top right profile, we can see that small README appears right there on that we have one repository. That's it for the basics of GitHub for now. After this, you can head to the next tutorial about how to report bugs on request features. If you have any questions, of course, put them in the Discord and I will be very happy to answer them. In any case, have a nice day and see you in the next tutorial.